I'm fine. We're good. We're all good here. There's nothing to worry about. I got my booster and my flu shot on the 31st, and I ended up with the flu. So that's cool. Right now, it's the flu is gone. Now it's just the cough. And the cough it's gonna just hang out for who knows how long, honestly. It's already been hanging out for like 4 days. And it doesn't seem to want to go away anytime soon. So we're just gonna roll with it. I hope your end of 2021 was good. Good holiday season and whatnot. I would like to start 2022 with an oh so fun, super not boring at all update video. If my voice can make it through, which is to be determined from the sounds of it. We'll talk a little personal and then we'll talk a bit of YouTube, okay? That's the plan. I'll go quick through the personal because most people probably don't care that much, which is fine. I don't expect people to. But I think for those who do care, it's important to at least give a little brief talky talk on it, and then YouTube, which will also probably be pretty quick. So let's be actually quick, because I always say I'll be quick and then I'm not. So let's fix that. 2021. How was 2021 for me? Not good. Not a great year. Pretty bad year. Mainly mentally for me. Lots of mental roadblocks, lots of mental stumbles. Just not a happy headspace year. I guess. I don't know how else to really say it, because I don't want to obviously get too much into it. I already got too much into it in November in a video that no longer exists, for good reason. To just give a little glossing without getting too deep, I have a lot of issues with like self-image and stuff like that, keeping things to myself. I get in negative feedback loops and get very like self-deprecating beyond the point of it being a joke. So I want to do something I don't normally do, which is, I guess, they're kind of resolutions. I don't know if I'd necessarily call them resolutions. It's nothing like, I want to learn how to freaking be a rock climber or something. It's nothing like that. It's all just like, obviously mentally focused things. So I've got three little ticks I've jotted down that I want to sort of work on this year. And the first thing I have here is to be more outgoing, but I don't think that's exactly what I mean, but I couldn't think of a better way to phrase it. I want to be more willing to let people in, I guess, is how I would choose to phrase it. Oh, my throat, brother. Because that's not something I do. I'm very closed off, especially when I get in my head, then I super close off, as my friends probably know by now. Like, I'll just disappear for like a week, at least in group settings. The second thing is communication. I need to communicate better with people, which ties in with what I was just saying. And this is something that was sparked by that November video, because in that, I over communicated, I believe. I think I grossly overstepped the boundaries with that one. So we're reeling it back in, and we're gonna still communicate better though. Because the problem before the video was I didn't communicate at all. I just sort of did things without telling people. And these aren't like bad things. They were bad in that I did them without telling people. Well, like I said, I went too far in the other direction and I said too much. So now we gotta find a middle ground. This year we find the middle ground of communicating better but not over communicating or publicizing things that shouldn't probably be public. Oopsies. But I have already been better with that. If I'm collaborating on things with friends, there is clear like communication, like, hey, I'm working on this, so you don't have to work on this. I'm this far through it. Hey, I'm having issues with this. Can you help with this? Can you give me feedback on this? Stuff like that. There is a back and forth, a communication of progress and a dialogue now, which is good. I'm no longer just doing things and dropping them on people. Like, here you go. I did this. Now you do the rest of it. Which sounds worse, I think, than it actually is, but it still wasn't good that I was doing it. But I guess not just communicate in terms of, like, collaborating on projects or stuff. Also communicate in terms of, like, when things happen that bother me, verbalize it to the relevant people. And again, that's also something I've already started trying to be better about doing. Though it would help if a certain someone also participated, perhaps responded on occasion, not calling anybody out in particular. Just messing, buddy. Just messing. But also, start responding, you stinker. And the final thing I have, and this is important and literally just ties in with everything because I think it's the root of most of it. I need to think less because most of my, I don't even know what to call them, my mental whatevers are a result of overthinking because that's just something I do. That's how my brain tends to work. And it gets worse when I do things like pull myself away from people and friends and whatnot, because then I'm stuck with just myself. And what else am I to do when I'm stuck with myself but think and think and think and think and think and think and think, and then suddenly I think bad thoughts and then bad emotions, and it's just bad. So I need to think less. I need to not worry as much about inconsequential things. I think as a result of that, it'll also help me to do more because my thoughts oftentimes lead me to inaction. If there was something I was thinking about doing or saying or whatever, by the end of my thought process, I'm like, welp, not gonna do that because what if XYZ? What if they interpret it this way? What if other people think this? I need to not I need to not concern myself with that as much. I need to be okay with maybe people being upset at things. Not like to an extreme, obviously, but like I don't have to, and I can't please everybody, so I shouldn't necessarily try to. I should please the people who it's important for me to please. Those being friends, family, people like that. In the rest of the world, I should care less. Honestly, I should just care less. Think less, care less. Okay, that's the personal stuff out of the way. It's gone. Don't worry about it anymore. Let's talk about why you're all probably here. YouTube talk. Yeah. So again, let's start by looking at 2021 in terms of YouTube. So I made 19 videos in 2021. Not a lot of videos. Not a lot. We started with Mandem chess, which had a whopping 1 video in it. And subsequently died as soon as it died upon its birth. Oh, we did PokeMarch Madness, yeah. Which spanned into April, May, June, and July, I believe. Maybe even August? I don't know. Let's take a look. Yep, into August. It made it all the way into August. Fantastic. But that was fun. I always love the PokeMarch Madness. I know, like, all the videos say season 2, and there isn't like a season 1 on the channel, but there was a season 1 the year prior that I just didn't make videos for because I wasn't able to. So this technically was season 2. And then we got into a bit of Genshin stuff. There is a tier list in the works. There is a new tier list in the works. I will have to update it again, though, because it was recorded back in November. I started Oppo, which there will be more of, don't worry. There will be more Oppo. I know I did 1 and then just didn't do anything. There will be more Oppo. I still have the first 5 or 6 recorded, and they will be uploaded. Don't worry, it will happen at some point. Didn't do much gaming. I think literally the only gaming video was the Little Nightmares 2 demo, which was very fun. 2021 was PokeMarch Madness and then just nonsense, just random nonsense, which was fun. I like the randomness. I like the variety, because it keeps it interesting for me, as well as you guys, because for one, you don't really know what's coming next, but also I don't really know what's coming next. So it's a fun little adventure. It's a fun little adventure of just literally whatever I feel like doing, and it's fun and I like it. And I hope you guys like it as well. It's good to have like the little bits of structure here and there, like with the PokeMarch Madness, even though that was less structured than it should have been, in that it took me 4 months to get all the videos out. But still, there was structure in that there was like a series happening. So yeah, the 19 videos for my channel, but that's not all. That's not it. It doesn't end at the 19 videos for my channel. I also made 11 videos for the Just Jershon channel. They're Twitch highlights, is what they are. They're condensed versions of certain streams or certain conversations from streams, things like that. It's been so much fun to do, and it's something, as long as he wants me to keep doing it, I will keep doing it. Because it's very, I don't know. There's just a lot of things I think work well for me in doing things like this. Obviously, I've known Josh for 6.5 years now, so I'm familiar with his content. I'm familiar with his humor, his personality, all that sort of stuff. So that kind of lends itself to being able to highlight moments that not only he would enjoy, but like his audience would also enjoy. And I also just enjoy, like I love doing things for other people, and this has been a very fun way for me to sort of do that. And I've done other things too, and there's one thing that do I want to even say what it is? Because it's something that I'm gonna do. It's something that I think Josh may do, potentially for a stream, potentially for a video, and it's something I think Reese could also have some fun with, or literally anybody else, honestly, because I think it's a really cool little thing that I ended up making. But I don't want to spoil it. I think I'm gonna keep it a little secret. Just gonna drip that in there for you. But anyway, back to that. Back to the Josh videos. It's been so much fun to make them. This has been like my first like actual sort of collaborating with someone on something on like a YouTube side of things. I've never done like collaborations in terms of like both of us being like present in the video, which I think I prefer, because I like being able to express myself through editing instead. So I really like what we got. I like what we got, Josh. I like what we got. It's fun. It's very fun, and I hope it's fun for you too. So actually, this year I made 30 videos. I didn't make just 19. Just 11 of them you may not have known about. And actually, I think what I'll do, if you're interested in watching them, because it would make me happy if you did. At least, I know a lot of people probably don't care about Genshin, so whatever. You don't have to watch the Genshin ones. But the conversation ones are just fun little conversation things, and you should watch those because they're nifty and cool, and you should just watch Josh in general because he's nifty and cool. So I think I'm gonna nab all those videos and put them in a little playlist and link it in the description. If you want to check it out, you can check it out. Let's talk about 2022 and what the plans, at least at the moment, are for 2022. So I think we're still gonna just axe episodic series, by which I mean let's play sort of things. I'm still fine with making gaming videos, but I don't want them to be long series, really. Occasionally, like, a few episode series is fine. Like, stuff like Little Nightmares is probably the upper echelon of what I'm thinking in terms of, like, series lengths for gaming things, particularly. Like, I don't know if I'll do another Wind Waker randomizer, honestly. Well, sometimes it's nice to have an episodic sort of series, but I don't think my personality and commentary lend themselves to episodic series anymore. So those are probably still done. Oppo will continue. It will keep going. Like I said, PokeMarch Madness Season 3 will happen. I don't, however, have a good structure for, like last year and the year prior were nice because you just went through the gens and you were like, because if you aren't familiar with Season 1, which you may not be, Season 1 was just the Pokemon. It was just the Pokemon. Who's your favorite Pokemon from each region? And then Season 2 was the gym leaders. Season 3, I don't have a good theme. So it may just be nonsense, random things. Like, I've got a bunch of just random bracket ideas in my head. Like, you could do professors, you could do rivals, you could do Elite Four, and/or champions. Because I can't think of a theme. I have no theme. If you have a good idea for a theme, let me know. Because I don't have one. And it would have to be something, like, by theme, I'm thinking of something that could be, like, broken down by generation. Like with the gym leaders and with other stuff, but also be enough to fill out, like, a full bracket. Like, I think gym leaders was perfect. It was, like, gym leaders was, like, the ideal, because the brackets were pretty small, so the videos weren't super long, and then it lent itself to creating a nice little grand finals sort of bracket at the very end, which was cool. I think it all just worked very well. And I don't know if I can, like, literally nothing comes to mind that could be that again. So I think it's gonna start, this might be a chaos year. This might be a March Madness, actual madness year. But we'll see. And like I kind of mentioned already, I think, I'm fine with doing gaming videos still. I know we only did one in all of 2021, which was, like I already mentioned, we did Little Nightmares. Little Nightmares 2, I should say, not Little Nightmares 1. That was 2 years ago. But that's sort of the style I would want the gaming videos to be in. Sort of like I was saying with the episodic series thing. I'd want them to be at most like a handful of episodes. But ideally 1 and done or 2 and done. But again, I also don't know how many of them I would end up doing. Because again, I really like the variety. I like having a ton of variety. Like, what did we do this year? This year we did a live stream reaction. We did the brackets. We did chess. We did my Spotify Wrapped. We did Sporkle quizzes. We did tier lists. We did Oppo. We did Little Nightmares 2. We did a personality test. Just all sorts of just variety. I don't know what else. That's what it is. It's just variety, and I love having all the variety. Like I said earlier, it keeps things interesting for me, and I hope it keeps things interesting for you as well. So yeah, I guess let's condense this all into one succinct statement. Expect Oppo, PokeMarch Madness Season 3, maybe some gaming, maybe not. I'll probably still do tier lists. There's more Sporkle quizzes I do already have ideas for things. Like I already hinted at that one idea that would probably be like a one-off sort of thing, or like a once every couple of months sort of thing. But I also, this one, oh, sorry Rex, I didn't notice you there. Don't get your toesies run over. I will be right back, because this one I'll actually give you a bit of a teaser for. So, my grandparents moved this year, and it was quite the process, because they'd been in their they had like a ranch house, barn. They were out sort of in the country-ish area. They weren't like on an actual farm, but they were literally across the street from a farm, so, you know, out sort of there. And they'd been in that house for 30 plus years, so it was a process. It was a real process to get them moved. And buddy, stop eating cords. This is like not, holy cow. You're so being real stubborn right now. But we found all sorts of wild things in there, right? And one thing that we found, and I saw, and I was like, I think this could be kind of cool to sort of maybe do for a video. At least like opening it and checking it out. Not necessarily like playing it, 'cause I don't know if it even works, honestly. But we have, hold on, let me see how old this is. It seems like it's from the 80s, like early 80s. I see 1980 on here a bunch. We have Champion Sensory Chess Challenger, which I saw it and I was like, this is kind of sick, dude. This is kind of dope. So I want it. And they were like, sure, you can have it. So now I have it. And I haven't opened it or anything yet. Obviously, it's been opened before. And apparently, I don't really remember, but I was told that I used to play this at their house growing up. No recollection of it whatsoever. But I think this could be just a cool thing to sort of look at for a video. So that's gonna be something we do. Okay? Okay. I'm gonna put it over here now. And we're gonna finish up the video. That's sort of my plans for 2022. There's nothing really super set in stone besides Oppo and PokeMarch Madness, but that's, you should expect that from me at this point. You know already. there's no schedule. Videos show up when I make them. Who knows what they're gonna be about? Who knows if they're gonna be good? Yeah, that's how I work. and at this point, I think you all understand that. But yeah, I think we're done. I don't know what else. I don't think I have anything else to say. That's all the little notes I wrote down, and so I don't know what to do now. I guess we end. We're done. The end. That's what this is. This is the end. This is the end of the update video. Thank you for listening to me ramble and watching me probably fidget a lot because I do that. And hopefully I didn't annoy you too much with my non-stop coughing. Goodbye. Goodbye.